Welcome back, everybody, to the weekend show where I'll be doing technical analysis on stock market. So before we get started, please hit that like button, and that is greatly appreciated. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, a little bit later on here in this video, I'll go through Black Friday sale on Patreon. So keep an eye out for that, and do not skip this part. You got some really good discount for Black Friday and what we do as a team on Patreon and how we trade and how much we're up year to date. All that details will be here included in this video. So what market did on Friday, you can see a lot of drama, but that was up over 1%. We got Nasdaq up 0.88%, S&P up 0.98%, Russell up 2.83%. So massive move here on Russell. 11 sectors. You can see healthcare led the way, so still at risk of move. Communication services, consumer cyclical, basic materials, real estate, and technology actually lagging behind due to big name like Microsoft still not really finding a ground. Now, stock market map. What do we got here? Well, Google again shining up over 3.5%, Meta up 0.87%, Tesla down 1%, Amazon up 1.64%. You can see a lot of these consumer defensive name here are green on the day. Apple up nearly 2%. Oracle took a huge jump off, nearly down 6%. Microsoft down 1.32%. Nvidia was down despite going green almost 1%. And you can see financial also, some of these names, and even smaller regional banks are up pretty much, and then healthcare definitely shining big time green here on my screen. Fear and greed index, it was I think a 6 or 7. Now we moved up to 11, so still extreme fear, and we'll see how that goes next week. And now let's talk about S&P 500. Oh, SPY ETF was up 1%, but what happened? You can see, I mean, we took a dump off all the way down to 650, came back up to 665-ish, almost touching this resistance, and then we went down, and now it's not even holding the 5-day moving average, which is at 660. So, what is happening? Well, this was a massive trap with Nvidia earnings, everything going up. This thing was up nearly 2% and then gave it all back, went down, I think, nearly 2%. Massive bearish engulfing candle. We went below the lower band, and that's why we're seeing a reflective bounce back up to the upside. Is this the bottom here? I don't know, but I think we will find out, especially this week and going into next week. This week, upcoming week, there will be holiday, Thanksgiving, and also Black Friday. So market Monday, Tuesday, the most you're going to see out of this market, and then it's going to be on autopilot, pretty much algos trading. So you're not going to see much, especially going into Wednesday later on, and then Thursday, nothing. And then I think Friday is a short day, half a day. So you're not going to see a lot of action next week. But I think the following week we'll find out if this is actually the bottom and into the holiday if we see the market run even higher. So what is next? Well, we took out this low definitely, and we went slightly lower, came back up, and now it's actually 654 holding and not holding this 5-day moving average. So the key level here would be this high, bottom of this candle, top of this candle, this 654 to 650 range. Down here you can see where we held today, actually Friday. So that's going to be a key level to watch if we're going down even more. Now, to the upside, there will be resistance at 660, 662, and over that 665 to 669.15 50-day moving average. And if we get lucky, we might even come up and retest 673 just like we did on Thursday. Now, week to date, another thing I want to show you guys here on this chart, what happened last time? We saw the similar thing happening, this drop and then pop and then a big drop back in April, right? Now, I'm not saying the same thing is going to happen, but you can see the MACD here rolling over, getting that bearish cross last week. So that is not all too bullish, but also seasonality suggesting that, we're going into, possibly a bullish season, but things are not really lining up. We came all the way down to this weekly 20 SMA. We touched it, went back up. So we'll see how that holds up next week. But I wanted to show you guys quickly that it's all not too good happening here in the market, and market could be taking a turn and possibly diving and going lower because we never actually retested this monthly or weekly breakout, which is at 613, 611. We never came back here since this rally and the breakout over previous all-time high on this weekly time scale, and even monthly we never came back. So even if market takes a a dump off and comes all the way down here to 600, 611, I think it's still bullish. But that sell off, if that takes place, you don't want to get caught off guard and losing a lot of money thinking that this is the bottom and let's just go in right now. Welcome back, everybody, and people that are waiting for this moment. Yes, the Black Friday deal is early on my Patreon, and if you want to go through it, stay tuned. I'm gonna give you guys all the details. So, couple of things I want to share, guys. And these folks are real, day in, day out, making money on Patreon and taking these trades to next level. You can see these trades are just phenomenal. That paying money right and left. And these are just some recent trades that we took, and you can see the profit amount that we are making. And also, some folks are up over 200% for the year. And wait till you see my own performance here in the market. I don't think S&P 500 is up that much year to date, but you'll see that in a second. And if you guys really wanted to take advantage, I'm doing about 45% off right now on Patreon, and that's a fantastic opportunity to go long on a lot of things with the market volatility really high. This is the time to make that money. Now, of course, if you're not serious and you're not into trading and you don't do this for a living and you don't want to do this for a long time, do not even bother. Just skip this video, and this part of the video you don't have to watch it, because this is for only people that are really serious and they take these trades really seriously. For those people to come and join and make money with us, and also possibly become entrepreneur just like myself. These trades are real in real time, and very soon you're gonna get even more. I'm doing almost 5 days live trading, 3 to 4 hours, starting from market opening, before even opening, going live, giving out trades, and then staying there with my Patreon members for 3 4 hours. So it's fantastic, really good place to be in. And if you're only serious, then definitely, I'm going to provide you guys all the tools where you can go in and join. So here it is, the Black Friday deal. What's in it? Well, if you go through Patreon, you can use this discount code right here. You can see right on my screen. It's 755CE, and they'll get you that discount, 40 45%. And then if you don't want to go through this Patreon and you want to go through PayPal and make that one-time payment at $730, normal price is 1200 plus tax. So the amount of money people make with these trades, obviously, it's on a little bit higher side when it's like 1200, but right now the cost is really low, for what you're going to get here on Patreon. So you can go through PayPal, just send a $730, and you will unlock one full year of benefits with myself and my group, and you will get a lot of those trades. So if you're really serious, definitely, this is the time to consider joining the Patreon. And this is my own performance year to date here in the market, and you can see 295% up as of last Friday, guys. So fantastic, fantastic opportunity, and that's why I really want some. If you really can really pay like 730 bucks, or you're short maybe 100 bucks, just send me an email, send me a text, something. All I want to see people that are actually serious and they take this game really seriously and they want to trade, then definitely give this a try. And who knows, this might open up a massive opportunity by spending that $730 for 1 year. This might be the best $730 you will ever spend on yourself, and get all these trades and the benefits, all kinds of guidance, everything, how to trade and what to do and not. It will be there, and myself will be providing you guys all that. So hopefully, I'll hear back from you from a lot of you guys, especially with that discount, and I'm looking forward to it, guys. On triple Q, it's up 0.75%. And why there is a warning here, you can see it's a downtrend on triple Q, and we never actually got over this downtrend. And this was the last time we pretty much came close to this trend line here, and we got rejected from this 613 level and took a dump off all the way down to 584, taking out this low down here previously. So what is next? Well, we went really oversold below the band and then came back up. So that 584 is still going to be the key here to hold, because you can see previous rejection, and then acting as a support. Now again acting as a support to the upside. That 594 we need to break and hold. If that happens, we might see a move back up to 600, maybe even 607 to 613, coming back up. Now going into Monday's session, depending on where things open, if we open over 590, watch out for a push up to in this 594 to even 600 level. And if we're gapping down, then watch out for this key support down here at 584, because if that gives up, we can go much, much lower. And I mean, we got this gap down here, we got another gap down here. I'm not saying this is going to happen next week, but nothing is out of the picture, and things can take really ugly turn here if the market does not bounce, and this is not the bottom that we thought we got on Friday. So Dow also, you can see just a dead cat bounce, up just nearly over 1%, and just holding up here at 460, just over that 460 range. And we got the rejection on Friday even. We got over 464, got up to 466 almost, and you can see this resistance here. And then we got the rejection, came back down, and now it's holding that 462, which is pretty much exactly the 5-day moving average. And below that, we do have support at 460 to 458, where we held on Thursday and even on Friday's session. So 462 gives up 460 to 458 key level. And if that's all going out of the picture, then watch out down here, maybe 454 to 452. And there is a gap below at 449. To the upside, we break and hold 464. Then watch out for a move where we saw that on last week Thursday, all the way up to 468, and then we can possibly talk about more upside, maybe up to this 20-day moving average, which is a negative slope right now, 471.44 on Dow. On IWM, it's up 2.83%. So we're just trading within this bearish engulfing candle from Thursday. So nothing is really clear. Right here, there will be support at 233 because of this 5-day moving average. But if that gives up, it might be coming back down to 229, 230, maybe even fill this gap down here at 226. So watch out for that. Now, if this thing goes over, especially 236, and it holds, then we might see a move up to even 240 to 243.33 to close this gap on top. But I think, if this move is just a fake out and just a dead cat bounce, there is more chances of a downside here on IWM to come down and retest this high and maybe even close this gap down here at 226. On VIX is down 11.32%. Now we need to talk about it, because why there is a warning signal out there here on the market itself, and especially when VIX is trading well over 20 bucks. You can see last week it was up to 28 plus, but we got rejection there, came back, and again Friday was getting closer to 28. There are a lot of calls still sitting at 30 and 33. So there is maybe, I'm not sure this is going to happen immediately, because I was really sure when the calls started coming down here, 20, 23, and then 30. I was saying that in my video that, guys, a lot of the VIX calls are coming in, and do not just ignore that. And this is the market where market can come down 3, 4, 5%. And now we got that exactly that, what I was calling just a couple weeks ago. We got that correction. Now VIX is still elevated, volatility is really high, and that's why you should take advantage of that Patreon discount, because this is where we're making lots of money because of this volatility. Because if the market is just, grinding and going higher or even going lower, you don't make anything. Now, every day, like, 10, 15, $20 move, especially here on SPY and Qs and all the other products, especially big names, this is where we're making lots of money. So fantastic opportunity if you want to take advantage of that. You guys saw that. Now let's talk about VIX. Well, if this thing rises back up and holds, especially over that, which is holding right now at 23, definitely watch out for a bounce, back up, move up to 25 to 28, and maybe goes up to 30, 33. And I think that's when market will find definitely a bottom if that happens. Otherwise, we have found a bottom, a short-term bottom, possibly last Friday. But like I said, it's not confirmed yet. We need to see how the price action does going into next week. So we'll have to wait for that. Now 23 gives up. We might land down to $20, maybe even 18 here on VIX. And if this thing goes below 20 and then down to 18 or below, that's when you know that everything is back to normal. And now buy the dip and let it rip. Now we need to talk about the dollar as well because there are warning signs. What do you see here? Nice bull flag, and I was talking about it before, just like here. This was a nice bull flag. We got the breakout. Now the question here is: this a double top here? Is it going to come down? We'll see that, but right now it's standing and holding over 100, and if that's the case, it can go much higher. So dollar also rising. Gold took a massive hit. So we'll look at GDX and you can see this thing did what exactly I wanted. We had calls, we sold way before that, but this thing almost got up to 80, came back down, crashing on Thursday. Got a little bit of bounce on Friday, but you can see high, low, and this is a lower high. So who knows? Maybe we take out this low down here and you can buy GDX much cheaper, which is going to be fantastic if this thing gets down to like 65-ish or even below that, because we have never retested this breakout right here at 54, 55. So we'll see how that goes, but definitely this is a weak signal here on gold. Does not look like it wants to go higher, but also if you look at it from this angle, we're just wedging here, and who knows where things gonna go and which way this thing is going to break out. But I think in the short term, this is definitely not looking really strong. It's looking weak, so we'll see how that goes next week. So that's all I have for you guys in this video, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated going into Monday night.